afternoon, good morning, or good evening, whatever time it may be in your neck of the woods. Thank you for stopping by. This is Woody Collins, and I'm with Congo Helping Hands. And today, in this episode of Talking About Congo, we're going to be talking about how cholera is threatening the volcano survivors. Those are the survivors over in the uh, Congo, Eastern Congo. Uh, the volcano erupted last week, a week ago, Saturday. So that's about 10 days ago. And there was 32 people killed. However, what is threatening the people now is not the lava, it's not the gases, but it is threatening those people who left Goma at the direction of the government. The government wanted the people to evacuate because they are still um, at the chance of another eruption. They're having seismic activity going on, and so they wanted the people to get out because uh, it's kind of dangerous there, not only from the lava but also from methane gas that the lava is producing, and maybe they will have an explosion that will really suffocate a lot of people and be more dangerous and widespread than the lava because it will spread throughout the city. So they've asked people to evacuate. Some people have went east into Rwanda, and they are doing okay. From some people I've talked to, they said this that they are doing wonderful. The Rwandan government is providing them shelter, 3 meals a day, water, what they need to survive. Now, the people who fled north to the town that the Congo government had suggested was in Saki. It's about 26 kilometers, which is about 20 miles north of uh, of Goma. And that area is a smaller town, approximately probably 20 to 25,000 residents, and they are suffering because there's no water, there's no food, uh, and it's just a small city, and the neighborhood of people, uh, I mean, the quantity of people that I've heard that have went to Saki is around 140,000 people. So you think about 140,000 people, that is, you know, three times, four times, five times the number of residents that live there, and that number of people is coming into the city. So there's no food, there's no water, there's no shelter, and so it's a bad situation. So the Doctors Without Borders went there, and they have detected 6 people who have come down with cholera. Cholera is a waterborne disease that affects people. It basically uh, sheds water out of your body, so you already be dehydrated, and the uh, cholera will shed any water that's in your body by uh, letting you have diarrhea, uh, vomiting, and stuff like that. So what it does is it forces whatever contaminated water that you have in your body out of you, and if you don't replace those, you will quickly die. Maybe within 12 to 24 to maybe 36 hours, a person can die from cholera because it just shuts down the body and gets rid of all the water out of your body, and quickly you go into a state of, of death. So that's where we're at now. Uh, the sad situation, and what that cholera was brought on by was lack of clean water. The town probably didn't have enough clean water, and then when you have people maybe bathing in that water, they may also be maybe you know washing fecal infested materials in the water that they're drinking water, and what happens is cholera starts, and then it spreads that cholera bacteria and gets back in the water, and it spreads to the next person and the next person and the next person. So unless they really stop this there, and the only way you can stop it, number one is you got to get them clean water. Now, as far as the uh, treatment of cholera, they can come up with a oral rehydration solution, which is made up of salts, uh, sugars, and stuff to give you the electrolytes and stuff that you need back in your body, and then your body will, you know, get equalized again, and then you'll be over with it. But that's just the treatment. But until you stop the source of the cholera, you have to um, watch yourself. And cholera is highly contagious, meaning to say, if someone with cholera of that fecal bacteria or something on their hands, they touch somebody else, and then they ingest that, then they will they will uh, transmit the cholera to that person. If they drink some contaminated water that the virus has, been into, that, so it spreads very easily. So you have to institute, number one, uh, treatment for the people, and you also have to get people to, number one, wash their hands, uh, boil their water to kill the virus, and then finally, they need a place that they can safely, for sanitary reasons, and that's not only washing their clothes in a sanitary place and the water being separated, and also they need a place where, for sanitary reasons, the fecal material needs to be handled properly and not allowed to, uh, you know, come in contact with other people which will spread it over and over again. So it's a sad situation for those 140,000 people who left at the government's request and went to Saki, and they are having a tough time. No food, no water, and also now they have cholera to contend with. So, but the people who went the other way into Rwanda, they seem to be faring much, much better, and because of the Rwandan government is taking care of them. So that's the situation. We hope that the Doctors Without Border and other aid agencies there can get this under control, and we will continue to look for changes in that. And we just hope that the volcano does not erupt, because if it erupts, those methane gases, is a possibility that will kill the remaining people in the city of Goma. Thank you very much. This has been Woody Collins with another episode of Talking About the Congo. And we've talked today about how cholera is threatening those volcano survivors who went up to Sake, north of Goma. Thank you very much, and we will talk to you later.